Hello, everybody. Back at home doing some video. I want to say I apologize for the yesterday fiasco a little bit because the internet of the laptop wasn't good, and but then we remake the session over the phone. It was very good conversations, and we're following up with the energies that goes on as you see at the picture today. It is what happens when you take a face mask on. You relieve your true personality from within. Talking about the balls into the Roman Empire in there, the famous mask that people wearing in the Basque and the mask balls in there. And finally, when you understand who is real from within, the trick was to find your real person, the real person behind the mask. So we had some lot of spiritual meanings, but also had the meanings of are you going to fall off for the mask or are you going to fall off for the true personality? And that's how I'm going to be describing these energies today. A lot of you feel these energies inside of you about this mask or falling. Hi, Erica. Hi, Josh. Howdy. Thank you guys for joining in for it. It's a beautiful day today. Yes, it's a beautiful day for the people who did this inner work. You feel no pressure, right? But did you have people who are like, Dio, what's going on within this? I know you are an astrologer, and what is this is going to finish? I had a brief conversation today with someone that was just asking what's going on. And I explained it to them about the face mask from within. And guess what it was? It's that face mask. I felt like she's like, yeah, now I understand. People understand this. When you tell them within the real truth, one of the things from within, people understand. And as long as they get aware of their own mask and they took it off. Some of the people, though, they're not aware of the face mask. So, hi, seen and said, thank you for coming in. People set a face mask in the form of requirements. What I mean by that, if the right person comes in, if the right situation comes in, and I see this through all the conversations I have, and it's not only one conversations. I catch this all the time when I'm listening to the people I work with, and or when I do the astrology reports or work with you as a twin flame soulmate and so on. Look at it. What are you telling yourself? Because when you're telling yourself about if and so on and so on, you will understand these energies that you actually building a wall that is in the form of a face mask, and that wall, first of all, prevent you to express yourself out there to the world, like the face mask that it's here, but it's also others to come from within. So some of those limitations are crumbling right now. They're crumbling for it. It's kind of like a calm before the storm, and at some point of the day, you're going to feel this powerful time when you are going to be forced to look from within, to dive from within, to remove face masks, to stop playing the games as a child in the relationships, to stop doing all this. It's time to be real. That's what this is the energy because Uranus and the North Node are in Taurus in the material world. Pluto is in Capricorn, transformations on Earth. But it can't transform if you hide within the shadow or within the Scorpio, within the underworld. It won't happen to be living in the shadow and trying to manifest things in the real world. That's what this opposition between a Scorpio and Taurus is very important that goes on. And we have a Saturn there is in that Aquarius. So right now he is just like, you have to go through me. You have to learn the secrets, the heights, and so on. All right. So I will answer your questions later on, guys. But let's look at it. Energies, the energies today. Oh wow, wow, wow. We have a lot of things going on in the sky now. For we have the moon that's going to be jumping into Taurus, getting ready for the full moon that's going to be coming in at the 16 degrees of Taurus, and it's going to be a lot of intensified energies. Things about love, things about talks, things about truth, things about communications, truth about material things, material possessions, relationships with money, about money, and so on and so on. So this is going to be coming out on the surface. We have Lilith entering Leo in there. We continue to have Jupiter, who is a retrograde in Pisces. We're talking about Mars is also a retrograde. So all this energies right now is gonna come in and hit. Is gonna hit today, and there's gonna be like a shock, and then is gonna be aftershock period. And then the moon is gonna move to Gemini, and we are gonna continue going on with. And the thing is, if you did your job, if you did your lessons, if you did your things, if you did the situations, you're gonna feel good and great. If you did not, you're gonna feel the pressure of working this work from within or suffer consequences. So you're going to be learning this energy, going to be coming in, continue in the morning at 7 o'clock in the morning. Midheaven is at 0 degrees in Virgo. That is a divine energy towards Jupiter. That is about you to organize your life and heal situations. All this is about healing. From if you look at it, this is about healing in yourself, in your soul, by removing the shadow, revealing your true self, being your true self to live in the real world from within. That it's coming because this divine energy towards Jupiter is retrograde in Pisces. It's moving in directions of removing, deleting, destroying the past. That is at the moment you actually getting to the point you to remove the face mask out of your face, you to show your true to yourself, but also the truth through others. It's very beautiful connection with the moon. Beautiful trine in there about this inner work that is going to be giving you to today. There is a beautiful sextile with Mars, which is the divine warrior within you that tells you take the courage, take the dignity, take the honor within yourself as a personality to remove this face mask, the things that you hide in Scorpio. So at this position, Lilith actually is trining also with Jupiter. So it's going to help us that removing this face mask, it is going to be good for you, good for your soul. So at 8 o'clock, midheaven, it's at 16 degrees of Virgo. There is divine energies with Saturn. Saturn is in Aquarius in there. That is the teacher. That is an age of Aquarius. Bottom down is this. Okay. So midheaven is going to connect him with Saturn. So there's going to be a healing with and by using this teaching situations. You to learn, you to go somewhere, you can connect with someone, or you can give an advice to someone. All about from within you, how to heal inside of yourself. Midheaven is an opposing with Neptune. That is going to be the cloudy vision, distorted vision, or the distorted visions you had in the past that you right now looking at from within. Those are the visions that you took the road, situations from within you. But the midheaven is in sextile with everything in Scorpio, and everything in Scorpio is a trine with Neptune and Jupiter. That is the learning process, the self-awareness, the self-understanding, the self-coaching from within your own self. A lot of inner work. If you haven't done the inner work, don't think about it that you're going to be escaping this. This inner work is yours. It's not somebody has to comes in and do the inner work for you. By you thinking that getting the knowledge in the situations, guess what? You might get the knowledge and the things from within, but just knowledge by yourself is not going to do the work. The book is not going to go to work for you and make money. The book, the knowledge, the situations, it only represents as energy that you have to apply. If you don't, there is no actions to apply this knowledge, guess what? You're not doing your inner work. So this is going to be coming in with why the North Node right now and Uranus, they are in Taurus. You to get this work, and Pluto is Capricorn to get this going, to get this moving from within yourself. 9 o'clock, mid-cabinet goes into Libra. That is about evaluating your relationships. There's going to be a lot of triggers begin during this time. Midheaven is in sextile with Lilith. Midheaven is in trine with Pluto, and it is opposing Jupiter. There is divine energies with the moon. What does that mean to you? The intuition in Taurus tells you of what was supposed to be your material relationships into the material world within Taurus. Okay, that stubbornness of progressions, it is about to tell the Taurus, stays in course, do your things, do your work, be a constant from within yourself. So during this time, you're going to be feeling this energy that was connecting with your relationships with others. You need to understand that Taurus and Libra, those are the two zodiac signs where the Venus is the queen there. She's in her highest powers. But right now, Venus is where? In Scorpio. She is opposing this situation. Wrong love, wrong situation, wrong secrets. Did you love somebody with your face mask and you pretending your real personality? All this is coming on the surface right now. And the moon, the intuition, is bringing this into the surface under the divine energies. That's why some of you is going to feel this guilt, these situations from within, the guilt that you wear in the mask. For example, you went to this mask ball and you thought that when this person was dressed like this, with his mask, and you felt like this is the person you thought you're going to be. So you take with this person, you go a little bit on outside, you follow the mask off, and it's not the person. Why? The truth was missing in there. You to learn your lessons from within. And that is one of the way, kind of like expressing you what this energy represents itself. The ascendant is at Sag at 13 degrees. There is divine energies with Uranus. There is the energy in the North Node. There is the energy that tells you what the reality is, to look within the reality of the current present situations. And because it was what it was, it is what it is, and will be what it's going to be on depend of what it is, what it is. That's how I would describe this energy. So later on at 10 o'clock, the midheaven is going to be at 19 degrees in Libra. Beautiful divine energies there with Uranus. Beautiful trine with Mars. Beautiful trine with Saturn. Learning the divine masculine energies in you. The courage, the strength, the honor, the dignity, the power. All this is in Mars. Doesn't matter if you're feminine or masculine, Mars is the spiritual warrior from within you. And this energy is going to be coming into, do you have a good relationship with this divine warrior in yourself? If not, you're going to need to transform. Midheaven, it is squaring Pluto, lack of transformation. So if you have the relationships, the energy is going to flow there. If you don't have the relationship with your divine warrior from within, guess what? You're going to feel the need of transformation. But how the transformations is going to be happening? Okay, transformations, it's happening with the divine energies, with Uranus in the North Node. You see, everything is connecting through the divine. The ascendant, it is at 26 degrees of Sag. It is opposing Mars, who is retrograde. Thank God as Mars is retrograde. Otherwise, everyone's going to be going nuts and crazy by now. If that was a direct situations. But you see like all the negative side. You see all the negative situation. The negative comes in, so you can change and transform to positive. The way you have to look at things from divine perspective from within yourself. And those energies are coming, rising, and building up from within you. All right. So 11 o'clock, midheaven goes into Scorpio. The energies are rising up within the Scorpio. On the one side, the ascendant is at Capricorn, and that it tells you the work needs to be done, but also tells you you did the work, you don't feel these energies. That's why if you feel good, if you feel at peace, if you feel comfortable within yourself, if you're true within yourself, you don't have the face mask, you don't have the situations, you did your work. Guess what? You don't have to do it. You did your work. You're free. You don't have a guilty conscience. You don't have a all this. But if you didn't, you are going to face your own intuition, which is the moon. You're going to have to face the karma that comes upon you right now. You have to deal with the universal energies, which is Uranus is right now, and that is all going to against you within your soul. That it goes with the communications with the authority from within you, because you have the authority to take that face mask or to keep that face mask on you, and you have the love in yourself for yourself. Are you loving yourself good enough to be get this true self from within you? It is rough. I know these are rough energies. We talk about these energies. They're here, and you're working yourself in there. You're gonna be coming into you. Maybe you're gonna be shedding a lot of tears. A lot of things are gonna come into you. A lot of situations that you should have acted differently. But now it is about the learning process of what the consequences, what the actions are, you to see and evolve and learn from the mistakes. Okay? It's not a life sentence, it's only a lesson to some of you. So at the 12 o'clock in there, that energy is going to be more intense. It's going to be with Venus. It's about love. And if you had the face mask and you were in love situations, what did that lead to it? Did that lead to destructions within the material world? Did that lead to destruction from within your soul? And so on. And you look through these issues because they have effect where in the 3D, into the material world, into Taurus, monetary gains, real estate gains, or prestige gains, or so on, whatever that might be, connecting with the new material world. But you use your shadow, use your face mask on. And now is the consequences time. And Saturn says, I will not let it go. And you're like, what I need to do? And they telling you, do the work from within. How? Ascendant is at 26 degrees, 47 minutes in Capricorn. Pluto is at 26 degrees, 20 minutes. Transformation. Transformation where? In the divine warrior within you. Have the dignity, the honor, and the self-respect from within you to be true to yourself. That's what this is. You to crumble that shadow, you to crumble that face mask, you to tear it off. Everything that was hidden, you hid from yourself, but also you're going to see that others were hiding things from within you. And that caused these situations into the material world. A lot of lessons for it. I had people ask me, Gio, the energy is getting intense, energy getting this, and oh yeah, the energy is. It is what it is. Okay, we have to deal with it. It's only a storm. It's going to go through. So at 1 o'clock in the afternoon, we are going to have a midheaven. That is the work that you're doing at Sagittarius. Beautiful divine energies with the moon. You're realizing why the moon is right now in Taurus. It is the attentions of what's going on in your material possessions. If you're in a tough financial situations, why? If you're in tough situations with the real estate or with positions, the way the life is in the material world, why? You to look this energies in yourself, you to explain to your own self. That is the intuitions that talking to you. Be careful because right there, this is also represents the mother, and these oppositions with Mercury and the Sun that can create a lot of authority problems. Try not to communicate with mother, father, and what the mother and father issues was in your life. Look from within. What is your intuitions and what is the authority from within you? This is a personal work. Don't bring these issues to somebody else. Don't blame somebody else. It's you. Okay? If they have done something wrong, your parents or whatever that might be, because usually that's what this is during the positions of full moon. That is a when the authority and the intuitions are fighting from within you. But in the family perspective, that is a the oppositions when the mother, father have a conflict inside between them. You might feel like in a relationship, you may have a also problems with masculine, feminine energies inside. But this energy is going to begin to build this energy of the full moon. Some of you is going to feel this energy of the full moon that comes in. Kind of like situations, things, and energies or guilty consciousness all comes in from within yourself. So the storm begins to show up its own waves. Okay, the ascendant is at 16 degrees of Aquarius and is coming together with Saturn at 18 degrees of Aquarius. Karma. Karma was delivered, karma is coming, karma is situations, and you are looking at from what you knew, what, why, and so on and so on. Be patient within yourself, be patient with other people. This is going to be a very tough moment for those who was not honest to themselves. For example, this could not be honest for people and so on. Someone asked me this morning, Dio, can you do a family troubleshooting karma? And I explained, yes, I can do it as long as I have the charts of each individual person in there so we can see the relations, the correlations, and what the problems are so we can see the energies. People are looking at right now for solving these situations from within. And I want to say thank you guys for some of you who reaching out and understand how deeply this goes, but also you understand the impact you do for the next generations after you, not to put their face masks on. All right, so at 2 o'clock, the midheaven, it's at 18 degrees of Sag, beautiful divine energies and expressions from the North Node in Uranus. That is one of the energies coming and telling you, well, here is the storm, it's coming. This is coming because it is. It is current situations. Look from within, see what you can do. See what your actions will be from within. A lot of the people, they're going to be going dive deep within the mystic situations within themselves. They're going to look at it for these mysterious ways of how, why, and so on. Some of you is going to find this mysterious part, these mysterious answers from within you. Because the ascendant, it is at 9 degrees in Pisces. That is the time when the duality, one of these mystic things that you can think that you can do with actions that have no consequences. Now you learn that doesn't matter what it is. The actions leads to effect that creates another need for actions, and the consequences of the effects must be understood. So that's gonna be some of the mystic part of understanding from within. But there is a beautiful trance with everything that goes on in Scorpio. That means you will realize the things that you did within yourself when you had this face mask from within you. So at 3 p.m., the midheaven, it goes at the second degree of Capricorn, and the work begin to do the work from within. So that work, it is divinely connecting with Lilith. Lilith, it is at the first degree. Actually, she crossed into Leo. There is this divine energies between the midheaven and Lilith. The authority of Lilith from within you. What was the part? I use a masculine energy, use this kind of like seductiveness and so on to attract our authority and establish your authority over the females and the people there around you, or you are going to change this from within you to understand that this is something more specific. Something more specific that is not have our authority, but has this queen, king personality inside of you. Go back into the goddess part that was giving in yourself. Lilith is a beautiful trine with Jupiter, and that is about the shadow hidden from within itself. If you're feminine, that is about this shadow hidden side, your hidden agendas within the relationships. So now you're looking at this work from within you. Very beautiful aspect. It's not that damaging in from within. It's very beautiful time for removing this because Lilith doesn't have intense aspects in there. Midheaven, it's also opposing Mars. There is retrograde and it's squaring Jupiter at this time. This can actually be like, why should I have to do this work? Why I have to this intensify work has to be. It's always been. The world has been like this. The world accepts this situation. The world likes this toxic things. And guess what? I will lose the world. Here is. You put the world in the authority from within you. When was the last time you had the authority from yourself? You to do the things not to please others, not to live for others, not to be. How about you? Your authority from within. And that is going to come in because the intuitions, the moon is a trine with midheaven. She's going to tell you all this. A lot of good communications there. The ascendant is at Aries. You're going to be looking for new ways. The old ways, you understand, they don't work anymore. The old tricks is not going anymore. They're not doing it. And you try to find either new tricks or try to find your true self. What is going to be? There is going to be a choice you are going to make this period within yourself. So at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, midheaven is at Capricorn. You are dealing with the energies that you see a few hours back when the ascendant was at Capricorn. Now, if you did the work, happy ever after. You get all the situations because why? Midheaven is sextile with everything in Scorpio, and midheaven is okay with the moon, is okay with the North Node, it is okay with Uranus, and you are gelling with gelling. Guess what? And everyone out there who hasn't done the work is like, what did you smoke? Give it to me because I need some. What kind of energies you are that I need some? They feel this pressure. Why? Because they haven't done the work. They haven't done this, and you tell them, go learn to yourself, go do this, go be real, go be this situation. It's so easy. And they're like, what do you mean it's so easy? Yes, it is. It's only not easy for the person who is never done this work. And the inner work is belong to the person. Don't take somebody else's luggage in your shoulders. Learn that. Learn that from within you. Hi, Maria Richards. So I'm going to be looking at the chat in a little bit, guys. I'm going to answer some questions. We have a few more hours to look at this. So at 5 p.m., midheaven is already past to Pluto, pointing out that it needs some transformations. And guess what? Transformations where? Transformations in Lilith. The Lilith, that energy that puts the shadow. That is the Lilith within the masculine energies that he represents himself like, I'm the soul, I'm put it in, and you fall off for that mask. You live with this, and later on you find out that the person is half inside is totally different from within. That is it for the masculine. The feminine energies, when they say like, I can cook, I can be good, I can be perfect, I know how to do this, I know how to do that, I'm responsible, I'm accountable, and all of a sudden you find out it is not. That's what this Lilith is. And that's what a lot of the people are going to be end up in the similar things that they are going to need to transform. Who helps them to transform? Jupiter, because Jupiter told them, hey, I'm destroying this face mask from within you so it can grow. It can grow within a mysticism, it can grow within a spirituality, it can grow as a way as who you are within the soul before I can reborn you. Jupiter is gonna acting like reborning ourselves. Okay, while he's gonna move back into Aries. This is how this process is. But at this time, we're going to have the ascendant in Taurus. It's very close to Uranus, and we're going to have 4 squares times 3. That is going to be the energy that's going to begin pile up with the moon. We have the moon, the north node, Uranus in the ascendant. It is opposing Venus, the sun, and Mercury. So this intense energy is going to brood up. And all this is a square. So this is like a lot of squaring coming in from Saturn with all these points. So Saturn is teaching you the lesson. It says like here, remove these rings and see my beauty. That's what Saturn is. Learn this and apply for your life, and you're going to find the beauty from within. Okay? Go watch Beauty and the Beast. Go kiss the beast. Tell them that you love them, and you're going to see the beauty from within. There's a beautiful prince in there. That's a lot of good lessons are coming, guys. Good lessons are coming. So 6 o'clock in the afternoon, here it comes. Midheaven is together with Saturn. The moon, it is about 9 degrees at Taurus. The full moon, it's blowing, and growing. And the intense energies of this are coming. Okay? You're going to feel that either going to change or you're going to take a new road. You're going to rebel, you're going to be, or you're going to go have this intense energies that you are restricting yourself from within. So a little bit housekeeping rules. If you have so much intense energies, guys, cold water, cold shower, or sleep with no clothes to cool off your body because of this intense energies. You already know some of this from within you, but this is a housekeeping advice because I have people who they tell me I'm burning, I have this intense energies, I feel like I'm in fire. Cool it off. That is the main thing. Cool off your body. Okay. So at 7 p.m., we have the ascendant together with Mars, and the midheaven is beginning to enter within Pisces. Beautiful divine energies with Lilith. You understand this is divine energies in there from within you. To understand these transformations, midheaven is in trine with Mars, and the ascendant is right with Mars. The ascendant is at 25 degrees 24 minutes at Gemini. Mars is 25 degrees 6 minutes. It's right in there. You are going to feel these divine energies from within you to take that road to change, to transform, and all this pressure is going to go away. So this pressure, when it's going to go away, it's going to be helping you to feel much better from within. Those intense energies are not present anymore. This work is done, and you're going to feel very good from within you. So later on at 8 o'clock, midheaven, it's going to be in Pisces. That is the mystic part. You're learning this mystical processes from within yourself. Those are the mystical processes that are coming, and you understand it's not about only your ego. It's not about only of the things that was out in the world. It was something more deep. It was your true self in there, in that mystical part of yourself. The self abandonment, the self sabotage, the self situations, all this, it comes in because you were wearing a false mask. You have this shadow living from within you. And purging at that shadow from within you, it helps you in your life. So the ascendant is in Cancer during this time is all about the family. You become this person, truthful person. The family becomes true family, and everything begins from there to go down in that path of truthfulness. So at 9 o'clock, the midheaven is at 3 degrees 33 minutes and Aries. You feel like this new soul path of you. Let me tell you, if you feel this energy, you're going to be the most happiest person. You find your soul, you find your truth, you find the things from within yourself. You did this beautiful work from within you. You are in peace with Lilith. The ascendant that is in 21 degrees of Cancer has a very beautiful aspect. It's got a sextile with the North Node in Uranus. It's got a trines with Jupiter, midheaven, and later on it's going to have with Neptune. It's got a beautiful divine energies with Saturn, beautiful divine energies with the Mercury, Sun, and Venus. It's all about the family, family from within you, family with everyone else, and family within the world. It's going to be a good, beautiful worldwide event of energy that is. But the pressures from the moon, the pressure from the North Node in Uranus, they are going to be fighting inside the authority within you, the authority with the communications within you, and the authority with love from within you. For those who are stubborn, very highly stubborn, they're going to feel the increase of these stubborn energies. So if you're stubborn and you're pushing up, so the energies from above, they're going to be stubborn and pushing on you. You continue pushing. And what you're doing inside is you build this pressure. Can't fight universe. So I'm suggesting you surrender to these energies. They're changing it for good. Otherwise, you may retract things and events. They're out of this mystic world because Jupiter and Neptune and in Pisces, it's talking about the end of the things, the ends of illusions, ends of the ego, end of situations, or you're gonna go send back until the end. And the revelation is gonna come in, talking about the dark night of the soul. So be mindful what you're playing yourself in those energies. So 10 o'clock, the midheaven, it is in Aries. It is kind of telling you take the new road, so take the new situations, accept what's going on. The ascendant is together with Lilith opposing Pluto. You don't want to transform? Fine. It's all good. You don't want to change? It's okay. It is what it is. The energy is telling you you want to be continued this way. If you don't change, but you want to have different results, it's not going to happen. You're doing the same thing and accepting different results. Well, that's insanity. So this energy is going to comes in within you, but midheaven is in divine energies with Venus. The love is there. Love change everything. Love conquer everything in you. The energy of the full moon, it is approaching the North Node, and this energy is piling up because midheaven in the next hour is going to be there talking to your soul. So I wish to show you this screenshot, guys. So I'm going to be kind of like zoom it up for a little bit so you guys can see what I'm talking about at 11 o'clock. As you see the chart right in here, this is pretty much what the intensity energies, they're going to be pretty much at their peak today and tomorrow. Okay, so we are talking about here above. This is going to be your spirit from within that is approaching the full moon. It's approaching the North Node and Uranus. So within the next 20 minutes, all this is going to be crossing within very quick. That is opposing these energies of Scorpio. Okay, that's what this is. Those are the energies of Scorpio down below. Okay, so this is the authority. That's the sun. This is Mercury, your communication from within, and that is Venus. As you see it right here, there is the blue lines about towards Neptune. That is the visions from within. That is going to be the positive energies, is Neptune. You are going to be projecting from within yourself what the things are in you. As you see it, those is going to be the positive energies. And another positive energy is going to be Mars. That Mars has this trines with Saturn and these divine energies with Pluto transforming. So as we talked about before, the four zodiac signs that are more affected by this, it's Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius. And now you see it why. Okay, now you see it why from all this, because the North Node here, the North Node right here, is in Taurus, and all the effects are coming in because of this. All right, sorry about that. But that what is going to be this energies for you at 11 o'clock, and during the midnight I'm going to give you one more hour. I have to adjust something here. Okay, so an hour from now, all this is going to be kind of like an end. All that intense energy is going to end, and at 12 o'clock at midnight, we are going to have divine energies from Leo that are going to be made from Jupiter and Pluto. That is the growth and the transformations from within you. Wishing you happy growth, wishing you happy energies, and so on. And we are going to be experiencing similar things tomorrow. All right, guys. So now I can take your questions about this. Okay. All right. Hopefully you guys like it, this energies report. I know that some of you feel the good of the energies. If you did the work, you spoke about this 8 months ago. That this thing is coming. We talk about these situations from within. Don't advise us. Don't go against divine energies. It's not going to do any good. Talking to you from personal experience, talking to you about people who come to me. It's like, Dio, I should have listened to. What should I do now? Okay, I have some people, they call me out, Dio, I need some help. I feel so hot. I feel so intense. I'm like, what are you going against it? Well, I don't want to be let it go of this. I don't want to let it go of that. I don't want to change in this. I don't want to change in that. I don't want to tell them how bad it is. And they say it's very bad. And I tell them, listen, first thing, let it go. Second of all, go get a colder shower. Warm it up. How bad that is. Been done this for quite a few years now with people, so I know what's coming. People know what is coming from within. But for those of you that you did the job, my personal congratulations to you, because I know some of you already did it, and you feel good. You don't have to deal with it. It's like, well, You did your homework. You go to school. You show up with the homework, and guess what? Is the teacher's doing something to you? No. But you didn't did the homework, and you go to the teacher. The teacher asks you, "What is your homework?" Now there is a tensions. Now there is a problems. Now it's calling your parents and so on. Take a look. This energy is like this because Saturn is the teacher, and now you go to the school, which is life, and you have no homework, and you want to go and pass the grade. That's not happening. All right. So if you guys have some questions, ask me about it. If not, let's share the love and light here, and hopefully you guys gonna go have a good, beautiful day. We are going to have in the main channel. We're going to be discussing it today: healing between the feminine energies and masculine energies with a partner. So that's what's going to be a good thing. So, all right, guys. Thank you for the hugs. Thank you for the sunny hugs. And I'm gonna give you a gift of love, guys. Okay. If you guys need any help, you guys know where to find me. I'll be on the Facebook. All right, guys. Bye bye. Be loved. Love ya.